Hey everybody, today is May 19th, day 0, and I wanted to go through what I'm going to be taking on the trail and compare that eventually to what I end up finishing the trail with, because I would imagine that everything that I have here is a little bit too much, but I think I'll be able to figure it out a little bit better once I'm actually doing the hiking. So, starting on the left-hand side there, I got a couple bags to put stuff in. The red tube is my tent. It's a quarter dome one-person tent with about 2 pounds 7 ounces, air mattress, and then a down blanket. And that's what I'll be living in for the vast majority of the time. Occasionally, I'm sure I'll be in a shelter. Right above those three are my pillow and then the waterproof covering for my bag, which is right there. It's an Osprey 65-liter backpacking internal frame bag. So that'll be the vast majority of the time I'll spend my nights in the tent. Below that, I've got some cord just to have in case. I think if I ever need that, it'll be most likely to hang a bag of food to keep away from the bears. First aid kit, and then a toiletry bag and blister treatment. Foot powder and a few different blister kits that I combine together. Some lighters and batteries as well will be included in that. Here I've got my water treatment system, which is a different thing that I've been using. I've been using a Sawyer Mini Squeeze, and one of the guys that I was hiking with last week recommended this Katadyn water system, and it looked pretty cool. It's a 1 liter capacity, about the same thing that the Sawyers did, but it's a lot lighter, and I like the bag better because it kind of crumples and takes less space. I also have backup iodine tabs for purification if needed. Sunglasses and a headlamp. Headlamp is what the extra batteries are for. And then I've got a couple of extra buffs to keep my head safe from the bugs and just kind of keep it covered, because I'm sure my hair will be pretty sloppy pretty fast. And then battery pack, charging cables for my phone, and GPS tracker. Moving on to like the cooking stuff, I've got a Jetboil flash with an extra canister of fuel, and then I've also got quart freezer bags, which is what I'm going to be doing a lot of my cooking in, and then an insulated bag and a spork for all of that. I found that it's a lot lighter and easier to use like Knorr rice sides and Idaho and instant mashed potatoes as the base for dinner, and those cook really well in the bags and don't require cleanup afterwards, which is kind of key. And I'm sure that I've got way too many bags, but I figured that that's, it'll be all right. I'll figure it out. Moving on, so there's a 2 liter water bladder, and that hose will go to the shoulder strap on my bag so I can drink whenever I want, and then a backup liter bottle that I'm going to carry with me as well. More likely than not, I won't carry much more than 2 liters at once, so that water bottle will probably be empty until I get into camp, and then use that for cooking and all that fun stuff. I've got my rain gear here, waterproof pants and a jacket, and then a Fiji flag. And then here's one of the buffs that I have been using. So it's basically just like an elastic bandana that you can fold into a bunch of different shapes on your head. Got the survival knife, which has paracord, a fire starter, and a safety whistle. My trekking poles, Z-seat, and then this is the food bag that I'm going to be taking. I would estimate that has about 5+ days of food in it, and that will probably be the most that I ever carry until I get to the 100-mile wilderness in Maine. I would probably need to carry about 7 days of food, but theoretically, I will have dumped some of this stuff off by the time I got up there. I know I'm going to meet up with a coworker in Vermont to switch out some of this stuff with cold weather gear, so there'll probably be another box coming back to my place about that time. Surprise, Rick, you're going to have to send me something. So this is the bag, and I've got some extra S-hooks on it, and it's a pretty good bag. And on the front of it, I've got a few things. So hand sanitizer, GPS, and this will be tracking my position every 10 minutes. And there's going to be a website that I will link to in the description of this video, so that if you ever want to check where I'm at, it's an open map and you can just follow that link to see where I was within the last 10 minutes. And I've got a microfiber towel that I'm going to have on the outside as well. Probably unfurl that as I'm hiking, just because that will be good to wipe off sweat if the buff doesn't catch it all. But this is about it. It's not a lot, but at the same time, like, I'm pretty sure that I've got more than what I truly need here. And experience will be the teacher to figure out what I can start shedding and when. The plan is to stay low mileage the first week, single digits, so the extra weight shouldn't be too much of a problem. With the 3 liters of water and the food, my bag weighs about 38 pounds. I don't know what the base weight is, but I would imagine it's probably somewhere in the low 20s, based on how much I know the water and food tends to weigh. And I'm heading out this afternoon, or this evening, really, 6:30. I'm going to be on the train and catching Game of Thrones before I hit the trail. So I will send another update for the first day of the trail and how things are going there, and show you what it looks like when I've set up camp and all of that fun stuff. So looking forward to this incredible journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So I also wanted to give kind of before and after of what I look like. I'm not planning on shaving or cutting my hair along the way, so this is the before shot of what I look like now, and we'll see how the beard grows in and what else happens to my hair. It's going to be kind of wild. Got it just cut, so it's kind of short, and looking forward to see the changes down the way. Trying to think what else there was that I was going to say as like an intro. Doesn't matter. I'm going to try and keep all this pretty real, so since I don't have a lot of editing tools, there might be some rants that I go on, but you'll see what it's like out there.